even a fight or two. It's a rivalry game that has defined both of these programs for generations. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Gamecocks will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for a big play right off the bat. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows, a little bit back and forth, some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Pulls it in. It's Moore. Breaks into the open. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Hand off from the shotgun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And this one is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
After putting up a 3-spot in the kickoff unit, set to go. From inside the 15, here's the return. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give on the inside. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
7, Clemson, 3.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Dickens. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Makes the catch. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Sellers. That's caught. It's Harbor. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on third down. Got his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Fourth down, and a field goal is not going to help much. They'll try to keep the drive alive by converting here. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Baylor. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Pulls it in. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spin it to those guys, let them go make plays.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Clemson is quick to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Trying to get behind the defense. Catch and stride inside the 15. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're going to run it. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. On second and goal, they go right back to him. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Complete to the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Got it behind the line. It's Haynes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. The trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state. And bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
And now on second down for this offense. Here we go. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to sling it on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They're going to run it. Find some fresh air. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive.
Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He'll be brought down, but touchdown, South Carolina. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Liberty overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Lynchburg, these Flames gotta be thrilled with the result. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Off the play fake on first down. Looking for a huge play. He's got it along the sideline. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Well, the offense is trying to make it look like runs, so they play fake, and the tight end, he comes right out of his stance, vertical downfield, gets one-on-one with a much smaller DB, and is able to make the catch for a big gain.
Right down the middle. A strike downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Makes the catch. It's Davidson. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Clemson jumps to the line. Off play action. Fires to the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
It's good. Easy call for the ref.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Gets open down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Gets it to the back. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fakes to grab. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
It's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first down.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. He wants to go deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Quick completion on the out. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is...
It's picked off. That's number 10. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Throws for the tight end. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Smashes it between the uprights. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Makes the quick grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started the
moment for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set them like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on really helped their confidence.
Let's see what he can do with it. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Clemson ready to dial up some. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the middle. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. Early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket, and that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Right down the middle. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw again. Quick completion on the out route. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Davidson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Trailer for it on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got an open man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Tigers have this offense rolling.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Offense set on 1st down.
Here we go.
They'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. From the red zone, looking for a space. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.